Hi guys. I don't know if my last one kind of what do you call it? I paused it. I was supposed to pick up where I left off. I don't know if it did or not. Anyways, so as you can see by behind me and above me, and this guy right here that won't get out of my way, we no longer have an interior in this old trailer. There were things that are, well, it's not bad. I guess I'd still say that the trailer is still not that bad. It's smelling better, as you can tell. Didn't mean to gross anybody out, but I did not wear a mask. I'm gonna work on that. Forgive me. Just didn't feel like running out, and to be honest with you, I just don't have the money right now. So I probably should have just borrowed one from work and took it back. Cause I have one on my toolbox that I used. Could have just taken it back, but no, I didn't. So, anyways, as you can see here, we have some of the insulation is gone. You know, you can see. Oh, get the camera over there. You can see right there that there's a little dark. That I believe is from the leak starting at the back and the carpet kind of soaking it up, drawing it forward, which is why the bedroom floor is gone. Ooh, and looks like I poked a hole over there. I know that the remaining 2x4s in the floor will not hold my weight anymore. When I tore all this down, I thought, we'll just pile it up on the floor. That'll give me something to walk on. So I left it there in a pile and had been walking across it. Mom came out to check on me, make sure I was still alive and I'm doing okay. And all of a sudden, talking to her, I went to walk across the camper and I dropped about 4 inches. So one of the rotted floorboards let go. Ooh. You have to excuse the background music over there. That's YouTube playing on my iPhone in the bathroom. That's Pauhana Travels. So, yeah, we definitely had a mouse in here at one point. The insulation sure shows that. And this corner here is certainly the worst part. And you know what? I found the leak. Can you see it right there? Right, come on, Kevin. Right there. That is the leak. It looks to me like that is what we call, oh God, what do we call it? Well, it's a hole, obviously. I'm sure that's what you all were thinking. Well, duh, it's a hole, Kevin. Yeah, people, it's a hole. Electrolysis, that's what we call it here in the industry. When the aluminum siding gets wet and the interior never dries out, as this one obviously has, this has all been wet. Woo, I'm getting better at this. Trying. As this stuff here is, the metal never dries out. The insulation is very much like a sponge, and it'll hold on to the water and cause this stuff to electrolyze. So my plan is, even though we have this hole, it doesn't bother me to leave this open right now. A lot of the moisture now is because I left that open. Obviously, I'm not going to fix it. But I'm still pretty happy with overall the trailer. This, if you remember, I said there was 2 here. Well, the other one was above that hole. So, and it was pretty bad. Actually, it was drooping down, so I took it out. That one I'll replace. This one here, I'll wind up replacing. This one here, which really, well, I guess it is pretty bad. That is not, you really don't want to be. When I was walking on this roof, would you believe that? I was walking back here. I think the paneling is what held me up. This here, the 4th one, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this would be the 4th one. This one here, this guy, he's solid. He ain't going nowhere. So that one there, I'm not worried about. So we're going to end up replacing this guy, that guy, the one I took out. Kind of thinking that doesn't look that bad back there, but kind of thinking maybe I'll got to dabble with this. Gotta do some financial thinking on this one, but how I want to handle this. But I may or may not replace that framing. If I do, I got to do it before I put the siding on, because that's what holds the siding on. And if it ain't no good, then the siding won't stick to nothing. Boy, I should really shut that off, shouldn't I? You guys might hear me better. Sorry. Anyways, got to have some kind of background noise. I just can't take the quiet. And this thing doesn't have a radio, and I took the speakers out. Yep, right there. So, anyways, yeah, that's pretty bad. That corner on the what we call the off-door side rear corner, that's your driver's side rear corner, is I don't have to replace it all, but there's some 2x in there that'll get replaced. It's not that big a deal. The back wall's pretty dry. I'm pretty happy with that. I just got to determine what I want to do there. And then, if you remember from the other video, some of this here is all got to be redone. Obviously, there's no saving that. That's pretty bad. Oh, and then that back corner there is pretty bad too. And unfortunately, because that's so bad, this wall is actually sagging. So the door, falling through the floor again. Sorry, guys. Come on. The door won't. Oh, sure. Prove me wrong now. The door drags because the door is gone. Well, the frame has done this. The door is still square. So that is one of the many things. But you can kind of see how they're put together. It's just wide crown. I think they're called Q11s, Q12s, I forget. We don't use it in the shop when we put these back together. We actually screw things back together. We very rarely do we do that. A lot of the production guys that come in, they start doing that, and then they realize screws are the better way to go. So, anyways, yeah. Pretty well cleaned up. I got overproductive. I didn't fill my regular trash can, that big one. I don't know if I showed you that in the last video. I did not fill the first one completely, but I filled it pretty much. So here's, is that a good picture? I don't know. Yeah, something like that. That's pretty full. And it's Saturday. We have to go to Wednesday when I put it out, and they pick it up Thursday morning. So, I'm hoping they still pick this up. Sorry about the sun. So, we got this one here full. But if you remember, I was telling you about the siding and stuff too. This here, I sealed this up before winter just to stop some of this from coming in. But this piece of metal, if you pay attention to some of your newer units, they have what's called a J-metal that comes down the side and it wraps under. You know, you see it. It's not just pretty. There's, I really do think there's a purpose. And the purpose is the water runs down the side of the coach. That hangs past the floor, so it drips around that and then drips off onto the floor. Whereas this guy here is a 90 degree and it's stapled in from the bottom. And what I think happens is a lot of water runs down, gets to them staples. If there's any fibers or if there's any kind of any way the water can kind of wick itself back up, which I have seen. Water does go up. Don't think it doesn't, because you're full of crap. RVs are the way to find out. They are opposite of Murphy's Law, let me tell you what. Well, the laws of gravity, I'm sorry. This metal started to fall off, because that should be up here. This should not hang down. This should be the bottom of the trailer, not this. And figure we're from back here, you're about there. So, and a lot of that has to do with the interior of this one actually caused this mess. And it's the same on the other side. So, all this goop here, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to get all that off. I think it might come off really easy. But, and then, if you can see it, let me see if I can see it here with you. There we go. Those white spots there, that is some of that electrolysis I was telling you about that was starting to show through. That I just sealed that up just to slow it down, I guess. It's not going to stop it. It's just going to slow it down at this point. So, it's not a bad day today. It's actually like 40-some degrees, as you can tell by the beautiful sun in the background. I don't care how old this thing is or how bad it looks. That right there, whoop, just makes me happy. Nothing makes me happier than bringing up some old family memories. Look at that. Classic, man. It's a classic. Doing some thinking on this, and well, I better show you guys so you guys know what I'm talking about. But what I'm thinking I might do now, we're coming the back door into the bathroom. If you notice here, that is the garden tub. Right now it's my nightstand and valance storage. It's pretty yellow in there, which is due to age. You know, it's 25 years old or better. And, you know, the bathroom sink is yellow as well. Kind of funky. The toilet is too, but we're going to put in the toilet in it anyways. I was planning on that. So, anyways, what I'm kind of thinking is I might, it's got a couple cracks in the surround, and I could just take it out because there is paneling behind it, which would be fine. But I'm kind of debating about maybe putting a walk-in shower instead of the tub. Decisions. The floor in here is getting redone anyways because of that carpet the previous owners put down. That's going away. But I'm kind of thinking about putting a shower in here and getting rid of this tub. That would actually take this wall, possibly, and move it over. And that could change a few things in here. Or the shower could go this way, which would bring this wall over. Actually, this wall would go away because you'd have to walk around the vanity to get into the tub or to the shower. So, just thinking about that. And as it turns out, I had found, I'm happy about this. I was so wrapped up in the other leak that, I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe not. Anyways, you'll just have to take my word for it. This is a closet in the bathroom, and there's a leak in the ceiling, so I need to determine where that leak is coming from. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Don't mean to gross you out. So yeah, anybody that's looking for a unit, probably in the next year, 2 years maybe. All depends on my finances and this and that. And time. Boy, time is always an issue. Because I want to work on my flight too this year. I want to do some things that the more I step above. Ooh, am I excited for that. Good, sturdy, solid steps. Mom can go in and out. Don't have to worry about her following. My grandparents can come out for the day to visit us at a campground, and they're easier steps for, I think, them to go in and out. And as it turns out, yours truly is not a light guy. No, sorry. I'm not as small as you think I am. Guy yesterday thought I was 250, 260, and he about fell over when I said I was 310. So, anyways, the steps that come on our trailer are, there's actually a weight rating on them steps. And if you look at the weight rating, I am not fit to walk in and out of the trailers. Technically, when we take furniture in and out of a unit, technically, the steps are extremely overweight. So if we take a sofa in or out, or a reclining chair, or refrigerator, whatever. It just, like I said, it just, the steps aren't rated for me. So my steps are the same way. They're not rated for my weight, but they're only a double step. So actually, I think they can probably take a little more abuse than a quad step, a 4-step. A lot of torque in those. But the step aboves are a pretty nice setup because they fold out onto the ground and the feet adjust. Sorry about the shakiness. This is all off of my tablet, so have to forgive me. The feet adjust so you can set them on the ground, and that's where you get your rock solidness. And I'm also hoping too that, like when she goes to bed ahead of me, or if the kids are in bed sleep, my nieces, I'm also hoping too that if I'm out still and I'm coming in and out of the trailer, that walking up and down the steps, the camper won't rock. If you've ever noticed with your traditional steps when you're walking out of your camper, even with your 4 jacks down, I actually have 8 jacks. I have the 4 that came on it, and I add 4 little screw-up kind to the chassis around the wheels, take some of the bounce out, and that helps tremendously. That should help a lot too. But anyways, so this is getting up about 16 minutes now. So those are my thoughts on this old girl, and we're going to see where this is going to go. That bathroom, which there ain't a whole lot there, luckily, other than that shower and tub, that bathroom may get a remodel as well. And now, if that's the case, I'm struggling with the thought of, do I want to do the whole trailer? Because at that point, you're talking about the living room, which is the easiest, and the kitchen, which if you can see around all the junk there, there's obviously the stove and the sink there. Kitchen is the hardest. Kitchen and the bathroom in this are the hardest. So, all right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be a little while. The only thing left really is tearing out that floor, and I am not in any big hurry for that. I need to make sure all the trash is gone first so that I can do that. But that carpeting will have to come up, and I'm sure there's not a whole lot left on that carpet. Because like I said, the 2x aren't holding me, and there's no decking left. So I'm pretty sure there's nothing left there. So probably what will happen with that is when I open that up, I'll probably open it, tear it apart, and start putting it back together. Because all that's bad in that floor is gone. That's all getting fresh wood. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. Keep watching if you're interested in this. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe button with the little bell. Ding, tells you if I put something up. Stay safe. Happy camping. And if you're interested, look at some of my other folks and friends that I follow along the way too on their pages and channels. And stay tuned for our vacation. I'm going to try and put our vacation on this too. So, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.